엄마가 읽어주는 원서.
Chapter 11. The second planet was inhabited by a very vain man. "Oh, a visit from an admiral!" he exclaimed when he caught sight of the little prince, still at some distance. To vain men, other people are admirers. "Hello," said the little prince. "That's a funny hat you're wearing." "It's for answering acclamations," the very vain man replied. "Unfortunately, no one ever comes this way." "Is it so?" said the little prince, who did not understand what the vain man was talking about. "Clap your hands," directed the man. The little prince clapped his hands, and the vain man tipped his hat in modest acknowledgment. "This is more entertaining than the visit to the king," the little prince said to himself. And he continued clapping. The very vain man continued tipping his hat in acknowledgment. After 5 minutes of this exercise, the little prince tired of the game's monotony. "And what would make the hat fall off?" he asked. But the vain man did not hear him. Vain men never hear anything but praise. "Do you really admire me a great deal?" he asked the little prince. "What does it mean, admire?" "To admire means acknowledge that I am the handsomest, the best dressed, the richest, and the most intelligent man on the planet." "But you're the only man on your planet. Do me this favor. Admire me all the same." "I admire you," said the little prince, with a little shrug of his shoulders. "But what is there about my admiration that interests you so much?" And the little prince went on his way. "Grown-ups are certainly very strange," he said to himself as he continued on his journey. Chapter 12. The next planet was inhabited by a drunkard. This visit was a very brief one, but it plunged the little prince into a deep depression. "What are you doing there?" he asked the drunkard, whom he found sunk in silence before a collection of empty bottles and a collection of full ones. "Drinking," replied the drunkard, with a gloomy expression. "Why are you drinking?" the little prince asked. "To forget," replied the drunkard. "To forget what?" inquired the little prince. Was the lady feeling sorry for him? "To forget that I'm ashamed," confessed the drunkard, hanging his head. "What are you ashamed of?" inquired the little prince, who wanted to help. "Of drinking," concluded the drunkard, withdrawing into silence for good. And the little prince went on his way, puzzled. "Grown-ups are certainly very, very strange," he said to himself as he continued on his journey.